Hey y'all, and welcome to PolitiBrawl. My name is Brian, and Mark Wayne Mullen exposes the horrors of woke ideology, and what these people profess to believe will absolutely shock you.
I have a book here in front of me called Our Skin that has been endorsed by NACI, and I'm going to read exactly what this book says. You guys might find it interesting. A long time ago, way before you were born, a group of white people made up an idea called race. They sorted people by skin color and said that white people were better, smarter, prettier, and they deserved more than everybody else. This would be taught if we socialize our pre-K system. This would be taught.
Do you disagree with that findings in the book?
1,000%. How about we teach Jesus loves me? How about this? In teaching Jesus loves the little children, the lyrics go, red and yellow, black and white, they're all precious in our sight. Now, which one would you think would be better? I'll ask everybody on the panel, which is better to teach? This, that is a story that was made up to teach our kids, 3-year-olds who have no idea what race is, now all of a sudden is being taught that white people said this as a truth. Someone point at me that this being a truth, that white people developed race, that white people developed that all of a sudden that was our word that we developed. By the way, I'm Cherokee, Native American. I think we have experienced a little bit of racism before in my life, Chairman.
Senator Mullen.
So I ask everybody on the panel, which one is better to teach? This or the Jesus Loves Me lyrics? Ma'am, I'll start down here. Just tell me which one. I don't have time for an explanation.
What I'll tell you, Senator Mullen, is that what children in these early years develop their identity.
The question.
It's
the
important,
question is which
it's
one
important that our classrooms are.
I'm just asking which one is better.
Let her answer the question, please.
My question is this.
She will
which
answer
one is
if
better?
she sees fit.
Which one is better?
It's important that children's identity and language and culture are recognized.
That's not answering my question.
And that's what creates strong executive function.
If you don't want to answer my question, that's fine. Let's move on down the panel. Which one is better to be taught? This book or the Jesus Loves Me lyrics that says everybody's skin doesn't matter. They're all precious in His sight.
I think it's important to teach that all children are seen and valued for who they are, and that's
so. But when you teach this, don't you think that other people are start saying that white kids are to blame?
I think it's important.
It's exactly what they're going to teach. It's exactly what it is, ma'am.
I disagree. First, it is important that we teach Jesus. And
Absolutely.
Jesus is what we teach.
So which one is
but
better?
But the reality is...
So do you think this is
Could she answer the question, please?
No, I don't want reality.
Refuses.
I'm asking the question, which one is better? That's exactly what it is.
Got it on tape.
Misspoke. So what I'm saying is which one is which? Which one is better to be taught, Mr. Chairman? Is it this, or is it the Jesus?
Is your question directed to me or Ms. Woman?
Well, you keep interrupting me, saying they're not asking the question, and I wish you'd really stay out of my questions.
No. It's his question. He gets to dictate it.
Which one?
Not dictated. Ask the question.
Which one?
Talking to Ms. Woman, right?
Yes.
As I stated, Jesus is always first.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Okay, first off, nice Freudian slip. Mark Wayne Mullen, you almost had a home run. You forgot to step on home plate. But if that's the worst thing you've done, you drove in like 3 runs. All right, you hit a grand slam here. Because he's asking a very simple question. Do you believe in the basic tenets of this simple children's song that teaches us to love people? Or do you believe in the tenets of this book, which teaches people to be racist? None of these witnesses would say, yes, we're teaching kids to be racist. None of them would affirm the idea that all people deserve equality. You know, my granddaddy was the evangelical Methodist church pastor and the district superintendent of the sect, and he once told me a story where he saw a black family come into the church and none of the parishioners would treat them with respect. He noticed this, and the next week, he preaches straight out of the book of James that there is neither Jew nor Gentile, barbarian or Greek, slave or free. That is a basic message saying that everyone deserves the basic amount of respect because Jesus loves everyone. And I hate to make this about religion, but that's what's being brought up here. Hey y'all, this is a shout out to my friends over at Colonial Metals Group, where CEO Paul Stone and his expert associates fully understand the gravity of our current situation and want to protect your wealth backed by gold, silver, and other precious metals. Folks, we are in an era of record inflation. We have a Congress that won't stop spending and a president who doesn't even know what planet he's on. That's how bad the situation is, and that's why I'm partnering with Colonial Metals Group. And if you have a first-time account with these fine upstanding people, you will receive up to $7,500 worth of silver, a nice old safe to keep all the good stuff in. You will get Roth IRA accounts for free backed by gold and silver, and insurance and warranty on these items for 5 years, all for free. So call the number below or check out the link in the description and let CEO Paul Stone and his expert team help you now, because your wealth might evaporate before your very eyes. Protect your wealth, protect your family, protect your future with Colonial Metals Group today. Now, back to regularly scheduled programming. And you know what that congregation did? Half of them got up and walked out. They rejected the very words of the half-brother of Jesus Christ. We're seeing the flip side of this coin here. We are seeing the left go so far in an attempt to make things unracist and help people that have been downtrodden, to the point where they are basically using the crabs in a bucket mentality and holding back everyone from the potential of success. The great thing about the United States of America is that we have gotten over a lot of our traumas. We have ended the policies of Jim Crow. We ended slavery. We changed, we evolved, we got better. We have made some mistakes along the way. Segregation and slavery, 2 black marks on our name. Obviously, this is basic history. But to change course on that and then do the exact same policies and the exact same thing against people with my skin color pigmentation, I'll tell you one thing, it was harder for me to get into college than it was for my sister. All right, that's a problem right there. Not that my sister doesn't deserve to be educated. No, that's not what I'm getting at. I'm trying to remind y'all that there is a mental war that the left is waging, where they fundamentally embrace insanity. They embrace something that is inherently illogical, and they embrace something that's mean-spirited, destructive, and will ultimately hurt the very people that they're intended to help. Thomas Sowell got it right. He looked at the data and realized that you're not helping people the way you want to. He's an entire criticism of left-wing policies that were designed to help the downtrodden, and they failed every single time. The Great Society failed in spectacular fashion because there's an inherent problem with that system. You can't just throw money at things and make it work. And to tie this back into Mark Wayne Mullen brings out the Cherokee card, all right? He's from Oklahoma. That's where the Cherokee got relocated. He can earnestly say that part of his bloodline experienced a terrible tragedy. And there's an even deeper conversation we need to have about this. The Trail of Tears, y'all don't understand. It could have been a lot worse. There could have been a straight up war. But that's a longer discussion for another day. Ultimately, Mullen is right. It is better to believe in basic equality than it is for an attempt of restorative justice. Because you don't know in that positive, you don't know by working that you're actually helping people. As a matter of fact, you might even be turning a blind eye to the problems inherent with what you're doing. It's not wise, it's not smart, and ultimately, it almost always hurts the people it's designed to protect. And meanwhile, the current rhetoric that's being used against kids that aren't even in elementary school, like I keep on telling y'all, they are grooming children for this mentality. It is sick, poisonous, and disgusting. And it's not even that true. I think that's the worst part of it. There is a just psychosis on the left that believes in things that just aren't so. And that's exactly what Mullen is pointing out here, and he's 100% correct. Let me know down in the comments where you think the psychosis comes to, where you've seen it in your own lives. Please let us know here at PolitiBrawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one, and until then, y'all have a good one.